6:15. This is a Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Lavani Vijayatunga. First, we take a look at the headlines. The overall corona-infected persons stands at 43,855. Travel restrictions imposed on Yaggas Mulla and Mullegoda areas in Veerakatiya with effect from this afternoon. 7 coronavirus cases detected from Paliyagoda Manning Market. Police have arrested 5 persons for causing property damages to the Wildlife Office in Panama. And in news overseas, more than 2,500 break virus restrictions at illegal rave at France. Those were the headlines, and now we move on to the details of the local news. The Director General of Health Services says death of 4 more persons who were infected with COVID-19 virus have been confirmed yesterday. Thereby, Sri Lanka's death toll from the virus now stands at 208, the Department of Government Information stated. Another 826 corona-infected persons have recovered. Meanwhile, 557 corona-infected persons were reported yesterday. The National Centre to Prevent the Spread of COVID-19 says that 192 infected persons were reported from the Colombo district, 127 from Gampaha and 61 from the Kalutara district. The overall corona-infected persons stands at 43,855. Out of this number, 36,154 infected persons have recovered. Random PCR tests have confirmed that 7 persons at the new Manning Market complex in Paliyagoda were positive for COVID-19. Public Health Inspector of Paliyagoda Urban Council Area, DHG Chintaka, said that the PCR tests were carried out on 112 shop owners, employees and customers at the marketplace on the 30th of December. He further said that the patients will be directed to the medical care within the day. This is the news from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. And we continue with more local news. Police have arrested 5 persons for causing property damage to the Wildlife Office in Panama. Police spokesperson DIG Ajit Rohana said that the suspects had vandalized the Wildlife Office building last night over a death of a man due to an attack by a leopard. 2 motorcycles and a 3-wheeler were also taken into custody along with the suspects. The arrestees were to be produced before the court today, and the Panama police is conducting further investigations into the incident. Commissioner of Prisons Chandan Ekanaka told the SLBC that the present COVID cluster has risen to 4,087. There were 122 prisoner officials among them. He said that most cases were reported from the associates of the Valikada prison. And to conclude the local news, the headlines once again. The overall corona-infected persons stands at 43,855. Travel restrictions imposed on Yaggas Mulla and Mullegoda areas in Veerakatiya with effect from this afternoon. 7 corona cases detected from Paliyagoda Manning Market. Police have arrested 5 persons for causing property damages to the Wildlife Office in Panama. And that was the local news.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The main news story for this evening: regional health authorities have imposed travel restrictions on Yaggas Mulla and Mullegoda in Veerakatiya with effect from this afternoon. The move came after 17 positive cases of COVID-19 were confirmed with the random PCR tests that were carried out in the Yaggas Mulla area. According to the police, 2 villages in question are home to nearly 1,300 residents. And that was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Watch Like this evening, people point out that the Yatiyana shoe bridge from Mahipitiya Junction to Thalawatagedara in Polgawale electoral division is in a dilapidated condition. They also said that they face many difficulties on rainy days. They request the relevant authorities to renovate this bridge as soon as possible. And that came to you in Watch Light.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Headlines of the world news. More than 2,500 break virus restrictions at illegal rave in France. UN says Tehran to enrich uranium to 20%. Japanese governors seek state of emergency. Those are the headlines, and now we move on to the details of the world news. More than 2,500 people have attended an illegal rave in France as the country continues to grapple with coronavirus. The event, held in the warehouse in Liron near Rennes in Bretagne, began on Thursday and is still going on. The number of ravers are from the UK and Spain, police said. Attendees have clashed with the police, setting fire to a car and throwing objects at officers attempting to shut down the event. At least 3 officers have been injured. A statement from local authorities said police had tried to prevent this event but faced fierce hostility from many partygoers. Iran intends to start enriching uranium to 20% purity, the UN atomic watchdog says, its most significant breach of an international nuclear deal so far. This remains short of the 90% required to make a nuclear bomb. But under the 2015 agreement, Iran was supposed to keep the enrichment below 4%. Iran began breaching the deal after President Trump took the US out of it and reimposed crippling sanctions. However, the UK, France, Germany, Russia and China all hope it can be revived. The governors of Tokyo and 3 other neighboring prefectures have asked the central government this afternoon to consider declaring a state of emergency in the face of surging coronavirus infections. They are Tokyo Governor Kyoke Yuriko and the governors of Saitama, Chiba and Kanagawa prefectures, where the infections are also rapidly spreading. They met the Economic Revitalization Minister Yoshimura Yoshitoshi and who is in charge of Japan's coronavirus response to seek the declaration. And to conclude the world news, the headlines once again. More than 2,500 break virus restrictions at illegal rave in France. UN says Tehran to enrich uranium to 20%. Japanese governors seek state of emergency. And that was the world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
In development news, State Minister Aindik Anuruddha says that the projects to enhance rural economy will be expedited. Participating in an opening of the new houses at Dompe, he stated that the project to construct new houses will be carried out island-wide. With that, we move on to sports news. Pakistan's regular captain, Babar Azam, has been ruled out of the second test in Christchurch starting tomorrow. Mohammad Rizwan will lead Pakistan again like he did in the first test. Azam had a fully fledged training session in Christchurch yesterday, but he felt slight pain in his thumb, which he had fractured earlier on the tour. The team management decided against taking any risk and ruled him out of the second test. That was the sports news. Business news coming up. Treasury bills worth 40 billion rupees will be issued. The relevant auction in this regard will be held on the 6th of this month. Biddings will be called from primary dealers on government securities. The public can purchase these treasury bills from licensed commercial banks. That was the business news. Economic news follows.
Economic News, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
In in economic news, the remarkable growth has been shown in the all share price index at the Colombo Stock Market during the past 1 year period. This was marked as a 10.5% improvement. This is the highest rate reported after the year 2014. That was the economic news and the weather report to conclude.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And finally, the weather report. The Met Department says showery weather over the northern and eastern parts of the island is expected to enhance due to the wave-type atmospheric disturbance in the vicinity of Sri Lanka during the next few days. Showers will occur at times in the northern, eastern, north central, Uva and central provinces and in the Hambantota district. Fairly heavy showers above 50 millimeters can be expected at some places. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places elsewhere after 1 p.m. Fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in the Sabaragamuwa province and in the Kalutara, Galle and Matara districts. That was the weather report, and before we conclude this bit of news, let's get back to the headlines once again. The overall corona-infected person stands at 43,855. Travel restrictions imposed on Yakgasmulla and Mullegoda areas in Veerakatiya with effect from this afternoon. 7 coronavirus cases detected from Paliagoda Manning Market. Police have arrested 5 persons for causing property damages to the Wildlife Office in Panama. And in news overseas, 2,500 break virus restrictions at illegal rave in France.